Yo, what's up? We're back, raw and uncut, raw reaction, raw content. And tonight, I want to say thank you for those that are watching. Thank you for those that are subscribing. Thank you for those liking and sharing. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in and paying attention to what I'm dropping. Tonight, what this is, a lot of people always like to talk about blood in, blood out. There's always these references to Miklo and always references to Popeye, Popeye, and all that, right? Big Al, the whole nine. But if you remember, American Me was also a cult movie, had a cult following in the Mexican American genre, right? Especially in California. American Me had a lot of good shit in it. It had a lot of good stuff in it. And one of the characters I want to point out right now is William Forsythe. And if you're familiar with William Forsythe, he's had a long career in Hollywood, or had. I know he's older now, so I don't see him working as much, but he was in a ton of movies. He was in the movies with Steven Seagal. I forgot the name of that movie, but it was a Steven Seagal movie where he played the villain, basically Richie, right? He played Richie in that one. Out for Justice, I believe. I think it was Out for Justice. And he's been in tons of movies. But in this movie, in American Me, he played the white boy from the hood, JD, who was kind of like to mimic a real Mexican mafia member and high-ranking individual, Joe Morgan, right? With all due respect. I know Joe Morgan has passed, peg leg. But when I seen this guy, that's immediately who, you reference him to, because William Forsythe plays the white boy. And he does a damn good job. Like, the crazy thing is, when you see Blood In, Blood Out, there's a lot of bad acting, and for some reason, it made it more likable. Maybe it was the stigma over American Me from what happened with Edward James Olmos and the actual Mexican mafia, and all the people that got killed and all that because of the scene that he put in there and all that. That's another story, right? But right now, what we're going to talk about is William Forsythe playing a homie, a white boy homie, but his words, his cadence, everything is on point. And this is one of the most, everybody always talks about, don't look at me, little puppet, and all that, but they don't remember that this is where the shot that was called on Little Puppet, the reason why his brother, Big Puppet, had to kill him, is right here, because JD, William Forsythe, tells Santana, Edward James Olmos' character, that, because Edward James almost tells him, I hear that there's, something out on Little Puppet. And, JD's like, yeah, whatever, let's get into the video. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Let's get into this. We'll play it, and then you tell me, I'll tell you, and we'll go back and forth, hopefully at some point in the comments, about how good he played this character and how much range William Forsythe has as an actor. Let's go.
Its name's on a piece of paper, Hassan. I want you to co-sign it. I'm taking it off, Hassan. The punk got you kicked back in the hole. Said it's all back. Oh, said it's all back. I hear Little Puppet's name's on a piece of paper, Hassan. I want you to co-sign it. I'm taking it off, Hassan. The punk got you kicked back in the hole. Said it's all back. Now he's running around talking loud shit about how he wants her to blame me. His number's up, Holmes. Said I'm taking it off, Hassan. What's gonna happen? It's gonna happen. Don't try to stop it. You understand me?
And this isn't even the best scene, really, in terms of performance when it comes to Forsythe. Forsythe is a straight Caucasian, a white man. And when he played JD, he did a hell of a job. Let's get into it. This is a little bit, I wanted to comment on how he's going back and forth with Santana, right? This is shot caller and basically his underboss, his right hand. Santana's the shot caller, JD's the right hand. So right now, this is where you're seeing the shift in power. This is where you're seeing the push, where JD's pushing against Santana. And if Santana don't budge, then maybe there's still a little respect there. But the word is already that he's not showing them anything. He's showing them weakness. So this is the moment that he gets pushed out of the way, as well as Lil Puppet gets his His name on that motherfucking paper turned in. Let's get into it.
Damn me. I'm asking you, Cardinal. Is that where it's gotten to his head? Brothers are talking about you. What are they saying, is it? They're saying that you're not showing them anything. You know, a long time ago, two best homeboys, two kids, were thrown into juvie. They were scared, and they thought they had to do something to prove themselves. And they did what they had to do. They thought they were doing it to gain respect for their people, to show the world that no one could take their class from them. No one had to take it from us, they say. Whatever we had, we gave it away.
And then you got the stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That Edward James almost put in the movie. Like the writing in this movie is golden. And when you got stuff like that, how strong was that? How much did almost pull us in with that, right? And we got uncles and cousins and stuff like that that reminded us of this guy when I was a kid. It's just, you know, certain people that you knew and stuff like that. OG homeboys, older homeboys. And it was crazy how, you know what I'm saying, Santana pulled everybody in. Him and William Forsythe going back and forth here is really, really strong. I want to get more in on Forsythe's character, though. So let's go.
Take care of yourself, good night.
But it's looking good as far as the appeal is concerned. At least an appointment for at least, I'd say around 6 months.
Now, you know what that look was, right? To the homeboy. That look was move forward with what you got to do. That means little puppets out. That means a few other homeboys are out. That means Santana's gone. We're pushing him out. I'm now becoming the boss. Right? It's crazy, though. And that's just a little bit of what William Forsythe did in this movie. There's other parts I'm going to break down, but I just wanted to break this short one down real quick, bring it to you. When it comes to Miklo and JD, who played the better white boy? See, the real story is that it was an actual white guy. Grew up in the hood, and that was Joe Morgan. It wasn't a half white and a half Mexican. Follow me? That's why I think American Me, for me, will always be higher on my list than Blood In, Blood Out. But like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Like we always do about this time. We out.